Hello, everyone. Today I want to read from Isaiah 55, starting in verse 8, which says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, nor are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." One thing I noticed about God in his ways is that he often likes to make it seem like evil is going to win or already has won, even. And, like, for example, when we see with the Easter story, the resurrection story, the disciples were just broken. They had thought that it was over, that evil had won. And it seems like it did. And I think even maybe Satan himself thought that he had won. Everyone did, except God himself, who knew that anything but good had won. Jesus had won. And when he rose from the dead, it made his victory all the more poignant. And that was part of the point. He wanted the world to be as changed as possible by the resurrection of his son. And that's what happened. Because if he hadn't died and been buried for 3 whole days, nobody would have been that astounded at his resurrection. But they were so astounded that it changed the world. And it went forth as a triumphant herald of truth to the world. We hear this voice, we hear this message, and we know it's true because no one else could change the world if they didn't really die for 3 days and rise from the dead. If they hadn't made it seem like they had failed, only to accomplish what had happened. And it seems like nowadays as Christians that we often feel like we're losing and we're maybe going to lose, that all is lost. The left has come, the radical terrorists are going to take over. Christians are killed every day in other countries, and we are slandered and mocked. But you know what? Jesus rose from the dead, and let me tell you something. He's going to come again in the sky. So let us remember that even though it seems like this and that, God's ways are not our ways. Neither are our thoughts. His thoughts are our thoughts. So we'll just trust him. Just trust him. Don't trust me. Trust him. That one day the darkness will be defeated. We will have victory. And it's going to be better than we could ever imagine. Thanks so much for watching.